Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Browns lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Chiefs, who will need to be stout up front.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down following the run. Now Kaepernick going for the deep ball. A swing pass caught. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 55 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go with Murray again. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Latavius Murray. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaepernick will try again on second down. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here
He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Graham. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now back to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that
absolutely.
he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now here comes Kansas City. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Luke Kuechly able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Now a play fake. Kaepernick into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll run it left side with Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Coates. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That was second down run for Murray. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Murray running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Neil Sterling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. A lightning-quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Looking to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On third down, Murray. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. This is Murray. And some Latavius Murray past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Kaepernick now on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. In motion, Hill. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And ready now for 2nd and 9. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw is Kaepernick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They did. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Airing it deep for Garcon. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Browns on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns continue to roll. And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Spencer Lanning now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Now it's Jackson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Here's Spencer Lanning now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick going to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.